Perhaps you're being too hard on Fox News.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say so. You know, I would just like them to really show me the reality of Islamic terrorism. If they really want to do that, wouldn't they show the coffins of the dead soldiers that come home from Iraq and Afghanistan?
The reality.
Oh, but they don't show that reality, do they?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, this Jordanian pilot was dropping bombs and blowing people up. I don't know if you know this, but bombs also burn people to death. So I don't know, maybe we show the reality of what a fighter pilot does. Maybe we show the reality of what a drone strike is doing in Yemen. Maybe we show the reality of what we did in Iraq. We don't show any of that fucking reality, but you guys want to show the reality of how horrible the Islamic State is. Why don't you show the reality of how horrible Saudi Arabia is, who beheaded 80 fucking people last year? Why don't you talk about how horrible they are? You don't. This is propaganda, and you're using it for propaganda, your own propaganda. By the way, you're doing exactly what the Islamic State wants you to do. So maybe if you sit down, Roger Ailes, and you go, hey, I wonder what ISIS would want us, how they would want us to react, and then do the opposite. But what you're doing is you're doing exactly what ISIS wants you to do, because you're a tool, you're anti-American, you don't really give a shit about anything except making money, and you're willing to terrorize your own fucking country to do it. By the way, Jordan wanted to show how bad and barbaric those guys were, ISIS was. So what they did was, we're going to kill some of your unarmed prisoners. We have prisoners, we're going to kill them, we're going to slaughter them, which I got to be against the Geneva Convention. I don't know. Can you kill prisoners of war, or are they going to say...
Well, technically, they're not. At least Sajida al-Rashawi was, she tried to blow up. She tried to commit a terrorist attack. The bomb didn't blow up. She survived. She was convicted and sentenced to death like 7 or 8 years ago.
Now, us invading Iraq, was that a terrorist attack or not? Because they didn't have anything to do with 9/11. Was that a terrorist attack when we did that, or was that so? If a Muslim does something, it's a terrorist attack. But if we do it, it's a whoopsie, whoopsie daisy. No. We're trying to help you guys.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's funny how that works out. However, on the other side, John McCain, a man who occasionally, particularly when it comes to issues of war in some cases, but mostly torture, says reasonable things, is a reasonable person. Here, completely unreasonable. Let's play a couple of his clips. Here's the first where he's talking about the fact that we're apparently losing in our military conflict against ISIS.
On behalf of all members of the committee, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to the family of the brave Jordanian pilot brutally murdered at the hands of ISIL. Together with his family, the Jordanian Armed Forces, and the people of Jordan, we mourn the loss of a hero that has galvanized the nation and the world. I hope this heinous crime finally leads us to put in place what thus far has been lacking, a comprehensive strategy to achieve the President's stated goal to degrade and destroy ISIL. Let there be no doubt, we still do not have a viable strategy to counter ISIL, and if you're not winning in war, you are losing.
What is a viable strategy?
Well, he won't
blow them up good. You got to keep blowing them up, spend money, blow them up, send boots on the ground, blow them up. You got to give arms to the rebels who are on our side. You got to spend more money. You got to put boots on the ground. You got to blow them up.
Yeah, but John McCain is not proposing anything new. He's saying that Jordan should bomb them. That's what they were doing. That's why the Jordanian pilot was killed, because
that's how they got him.
He was trying to bomb them. His plane went down outside of Raqqa. He was captured and then executed. John McCain, like all the Republicans, will not say what they would do differently. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to say that Obama's policy is 100% flawed, it has no chance of working, and we continue to support it implicitly in everything that we do. With no new strategies, nothing different, perhaps more money.
We don't show, I used to have a joke about when the difference between CNN and Al Jazeera is CNN shows the bombs taking off and Al Jazeera shows the bombs when they land. Right? So that's the difference. Why don't we show when the bombs land? We don't do that. We don't even show our own dead soldiers in America. So now all of a sudden we have all these balls. We want to show you how horrible ISIS is. We're doing just as much horrible stuff. We're killing way more people all the time. Look what we did in Iraq. Hundreds of thousands of dead people. You think some of them burned to death? I think they did. So let's stop pretending that our war is antiseptic, that when we kill people it's nice. We do it. We don't do it horribly. We go over, we tap them on the shoulder, and then we give them a little pill, and then they fall asleep. No, we burn them. We drop bombs on them. We blow their heads off. We kill women. We bomb
send
wedding
drones.
parties with drones. So we're killing all types of people in all types of horrible ways. So let's stop pretending that somehow ISIS kills people. We just got done admitting to the whole world that we tortured for a decade. For no reason, by the way. We let untrained people who were sadists go in our name and torture people who we captured on the battlefield.
We're willing to spend trillions of dollars, kill hundreds
Right.
of thousands of people, but we don't actually show it.